Today, I will be teaching 6th grade math. We have two focus learners. Our first learner is, my name is Allie. I'm in 6th grade and 12 years old. I have a speech impairment called a stutter. I'm sometimes a little shy about speaking out loud because of my stutter. My teacher is the best because she never rushes me to answer faster and lets me gather my thoughts. I enjoy group work, but in small groups, more than 3 kids can feel big sometimes. I don't mind presenting my answers to the class sometimes, but other times I would rather skip my turn. I have a secret hand signal with my teacher. It is so cool. If I make a peace sign, my teacher will let me ask her a question in private. This is so cool, and I'm willing to ask more questions when I'm confused. Gym is my favorite class because I can play games and run outside with my best friends. Our second student is a 12-year-old 6th grader named Mason. My name is Mason. I am 12 years old and I have autism. I can get really overwhelmed when I do not know what to expect from my school day. My teacher has helped me by placing a daily schedule in the front of the room on a big chart. It tells me all the subjects and activities we are going to cover throughout the day and what order they will happen. I also have a to-do list on my desk to help me stay focused. I learn best with my ears. Because of this, my teacher will leave recordings of math steps on my tablet. I click the labeled steps to hear her play her voice instructions back to me. This is one of my favorite ways to check back on information. I can get overstimulated, so I don't like to be in a big group too often. I am allowed to fidget with my sensor cube on my desk. It has switches, buttons, rolly gears, and a mini joystick. This also helps me stay focused. There is the best place in my classroom called the Peace Palace. It is a part of the room with a beanbag chair and a small desk, and on the desk is a common kit. The kit has kinetic sand, an oil food coloring lava lamp, pipe cleaners, and a small plastic windmill that you need to take deep breaths to blow on it. My teacher lets me walk over to the Peace Palace without having to stop and ask permission, which I like because sometimes I need to visit it 2 times in one day. The 2 high leverage practice and DB implementation is Domain 1E, designing coherent instruction, HLP 11, identifying and prioritize long and short-term learning goals, and HLP 15, provide scaffolding supports. So, class, can we all read the learning intention together out loud on the count of 3? 1, 2, 3. Students will collect data and identify the mean, median, range, and mode. Why do we want to find these 3 things? Because to prepare us to be able to take this information and display collected data onto different charts. So we'll work on that a little more tomorrow. But we can't do that until we're able to identify mean, median, range, and mode. So, we have the mean. Mean is so mean because we have to do a little bit of extra steps for this. So, the mean is also known as the average. You know, when you say, oh, that's not your average dog. Average, people like an average of vanilla ice cream. But how do we get these things average? What's average? We have numbers. The mean is our average. This is when you add all the numbers in a data set and divide them by the total amount of numbers. All right, our median. So you see our mean has a mean face. You could put that next to it in your books if it helps you remember. Mean is the average. All right, median. I have 2 arrows pointing to the middle because our median is the middle. You see the word median? If you have, anyone know what a mediator is? Yes, mediator. Someone who helps with a solution. Okay, exactly. Now how do we relate that to math? The mediator helps us find a middle common ground. Our median is our middle number. So to find the median, we place all numbers in a set in ascending order. What's ascending order? Yes, least. We're going to go higher from least to greatest. Okay, our mode, if you look, I have MO squared off. Why? Because I want you to remember MO. Our mode is what we see the most of. MO. Mode is most. What numbers we see the most of? Okay, our range. I have arrows going both ways because I want you to think of a range. You have a range of movies. Do you just have one type of movie? No, you have a range. So we're, in this case, in math, our range is our minimum, and I want you to remember this word minimum, our smallest number, and our maximum. You're going to take the maximum, subtract the minimum, and the difference between the two is your range. So, let's put this in our books. The range is the difference between the maximum value and the minimum value. Wonderful jobs. Make sure we have this in our notebooks. We want the mean face next to mean, our average, the median, 2 arrows in because that's our middle common ground. We put them all in the order from least to greatest, and you're going to mark off each at the end, and you're going to do what you do on one side, you're going to do to the other until you have a number in the middle. The mode is most, and the range is our maximum, the difference between our maximum value and our minimum value. Wonderful. So by the time it's your turn to go into your groups, you guys are going to be masters of this. Okay, so we're going to practice together. We need a question that we need to think of something that we need data for. We have to come up with a question that we can survey, collect data for that won't have all the same numbers. So I'm going to give you guys this example, the number of pets in class 611's homes. So I'm going to ask 9 of you, and I'm going to ask, well, how many pets do you have? How many pets do you have? So I'm going to start with John. Okay, John has 2 pets at home. Mason, how many pets do you have at home? You have pets at home? Yeah, you have a dog. Okay, that's 1. You have any other pets? You have a fish. That's 2. So Mason has 2 pets at home. Anybody else? Okay, you have 1 pet at home. 3. Right here. 2. 4. Good. All right. So we have 2, 2, 1, 3, 2, 4, 2, 1, 1. Let's start. How are we going to find the mean? Yes. You know, what I like to do before anything is put them in order. So let's put them in order as we have. So what's the first number out of these? What's our smallest number? What's our smallest value? 1. Okay, good job, class. So let's draw a line. Let's do it. 1. Cross it off as we do it because we don't want to accidentally double. I see another 1. Good job. Good job. Okay. Okay. So let's find our mean. Add them all together. Oh, wait. Let me know who has it. Wonderful. Why? What did you get? You got 18 divided by 9. Very good. That's how we got our median. Let's do our median. Ready? What we do on one side, we do to the other. Our median, very good. What do we see for our mode is most? Mode is most. Very good. And lastly, our range. Very wonderful. Okay, before I send you into our groups, we're going to get a whole new set of data. Now, this is up to you guys. Let's think, what do we want to know about our first names? What are some questions? Okay, how many of us have the same name? Okay. Who has the longest name? The shortest name? Very good questions. Okay, let's find out our longest and shortest names. I'm going to do 9 people at random. Okay, John, make sure everyone has their Post-it notes. Okay, so when you get in your groups, actually, let's all get in our groups now. We're going to get in our groups now so we can collect the data together. I'll wait. Okay, you're going to get into your groups. You're going to sit down. You're going to make sure your table has a Post-it and a chart paper. And we're going to collect this data out loud together. And I'm going to do it on the board as well to collect the data. And then, without my help, you guys are going to find the range, the median, and the mode, right? Mean, median, mode, and our range of the data for our names. Yes? Any questions? Okay. Okay, we're all in our groups. We have our Post-it notes. We're going to write our names, the names that we collect, and the amount of letters in those names. Good. And then you're going to take them physically, and we're going to reorder them from least to greatest. Then we're going to cross them off and find our median. We're going to look and see which ones we have the most of. We're going to put them, so we're going to move them if we see these have 4. These are all the names that have 4. You're going to organize them. These are all the names that have 7. These are all the names that have 6. All the names that have 5. And you're going to move these Post-its around to match the data that you're looking for.